What's up, chat? Actually, this isn't right. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, I think we can add one more thing. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Today, I'm going to be matchmaking the welterweights because I was going to do worst robberies in UFC, but I couldn't find like a list, and then I was just like, wait, I'll do that tomorrow or something. We're going to grind these videos. We're going to lock in on these videos and do the real work here. You know? Because I got to lock in on this. My last video, 11 views in 2 hours? My most viewed video before that. I think I have more on my, fourth. But I think, for some reason, Eric McConico versus Rodolfo Vieira, full fight reaction, that got, 11 or 13 in, 7 days, and I don't know how. Got more than my fight recap. Alright, so some of these guys have fights already, but we'll matchmake them for who wins and who loses, you know? So to start off, wait, 32 minutes of footage, okay. Islam Makhachev, he's fighting Ian Gary. Absolutely. But my thing, the real question is he going to retire after this win? Does he stick around? Because I remember they offered him to fight Micheal Morales, and he said no because, oh, it's not my time, this or that. I don't know. I forget why. But Micheal Morales, first of all, let's say Micheal Morales, Kamaru Usman, Carlos Prates waits, Ian Gary versus Islam Makhachev. Carlos Prates gets the winner. Absolutely. I don't want to see Usman Bilal if Bilal wins. I don't want to see Usman de la Madalena. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Morales. I want to see one of these guys get to the top, and I know it's you gotta get these contenders against each other. Well, that's what they did with Brady versus Morales. That's what they did with, I know JDM was the champ. They did JDM versus Prates. You know, they got these young guys against each other. They got these prospects against each other. These younger contenders. And I think you gotta kind of separate them a little. I think if Makhachev were to vacate and either go to the lightweight, fight Ilya, or retire after beating Ian Gary, I think absolutely do Prates versus Morales. That would be an amazing fight. Who gets knocked out first? I think that is a fight we need at some point. I say if they were to both lose a title shot and neither of them had a fight booked, then absolutely run the fight. But I think we do Usman Morales. But here's the thing. If Islam beats Gary, does Ilya come up? But we want to see him fight Sarukian, you know? That's the thing. I'm doing this because my knee's asleep. Not anymore, I think. I think it's fun. But we gotta see one of these fights, man. It's as simple as that. So we know who I'm putting up against each other at this stage. Who else is in the top 5? Bilal Muhammad and then Sean Brady. Sean Brady versus Buckley is happening. Absolutely. And I think if Buckley wins, he'll be number 7. Do Buckley versus JDM. Do Sean Brady versus JDM. It's the right fights to do. I mean, either you get, not the same, but a boxer against JDM. He's a hard hitter. He's not a power puncher. He doesn't have that knockout power. He's a hard hitter. If you can see against the cage, like he did Stephen Thompson, he'll knock you out. Or if he hits you like that. But he's not some crazy striker, or some crazy power puncher. He's a good striker. And Brady, mid-striking, with some decent wrestling, I think Jack dusts both. But I still want to see that fight, you know? because they deserve it, you know? So JDM versus Sean Brady or, you know, Buckley. Who else is there? Usman versus Morales. Edwards. Edwards versus... Who do we do Edwards versus? I saw they were going to do him versus Daniel Rodriguez. Maybe for International Fight Week. Who was the other guy? Called him out. Oh, yeah. No. Let's do Yaroslav. Oh, no. We need to do Erdos Medic. UFC Serbia. Erdos Medic versus Leon Edwards. That would be crazy. That's the fight we need. Main event. Most likely main event. And hey, Leon Edwards wants to look like crap against He fought 4 wrestlers in a row and then the best striker in the division. We gotta give him someone crazy power puncher. Might not be the best striker. You never know. You know? I think that'd be a great fight. Erdos Medic versus Leon Edwards. Yaroslav. Who do we do? Oh, he's fighting Joel Alvarez. He's fighting Joel Alvarez. Which I like that that's a ranked fight now. Who do we do? Joel Alvarez versus the loser of Buckley Brady. Imagine that. Yaroslav versus Brady. That's a crazy fight. I would love that fight right there. Joel Alvarez versus Buckley. That'd be a crazy fight. Would it not be? Tell me in the comments. Would that not be a crazy fight? Tell me in general. Message me on Instagram. Tell me, that'd be a crazy fight or not? I think my Instagram's the same thing as here. I want to check that in a minute. After this, I'm going to check that. Michael Page, the snooze fest himself. Boring man himself. That's what he is. And I knew it was going to be boring. I knew his fight with Sam Patterson was going to be nothing but standing at range. And I remember seeing Michael Venom Page sit there and go, oh, well, if you don't engage me, it's going to be a boring fight. No one's going to engage you. This is a higher level than the 40-year-olds you're fighting at Bellator. No one's going to just walk into your punches. Everyone knows you're a dangerous counter-striker. No one's just going to walk into your punches. You know? They're not stupid. And yeah, they try to engage slightly, but why would they? Look at you against Holland. Look at you against Gary. You'd have these, like, slight moments. You had 2 knockdowns against Cannonier. That's really all you did the entire fight. And then you got taken down for the 3rd. And then, Shara. You fought Shara. Landed a few decent shots on him. The Kevin Holland fight was good. I'll say that. Who else did he beat? Who did he beat after him? Wait, okay, yeah. I was like, who did he fight after Ian? Yeah, then you lost to Ian because you had him on your back and you didn't even try shaking him off. When I watched the fight, I absolutely thought it was a clear Aaron Gary fight. We didn't even matchmake Mike Mallet. If they don't do, well, they could do Mallet versus Uros. That'd be a good fight. But I don't think, if they don't do Uros versus Edwards, then I'd love to see Mike Mallet versus Edwards. You know, I'd like to see Mike. They're not gonna do it. Usman's not gonna do that. Maybe we give Mallet an unranked fight. Who do y'all think? I was supposed to Kevin Holland. They fought. I don't know. It's hard to matchmake Mallet, especially he turned 35 in November. Canada has a contender. He's 35 in November, and they save him for Canada cards. He doesn't fight on any other card. But I couldn't imagine they're gonna be like, here's Usman, you're fighting in Canada. Wait 7 months, you know. But I think I remember the one time he didn't fight on UFC Canada, and he pulled out. It was against the Ultimate Fighter winner, I think. I was pissed because it was going to be the easiest one of his career. It was right after he lost to Neil Magny. pissing me off, that Neil Magny fight. I remember after the second round, I was like, oh, what do I have to worry about? He's won. I was so worried that he was going to lose. What did I have to worry about? And then he gets fucking TKO'd on the ground and gets his ass beat like a fucking pussy. I shouldn't do that. This video's gonna get taken down. I usually only say the A word sometimes. Oh, I got... Okay, it said someone was streaming on Twitch, but I don't know who. It said with a V. Daniel Rodriguez. Make him fight out of the rankings. Because who cares? Make him rematch Kevin Holland. I don't know. Let's see. Do Michael Venom Page versus... I guess Buckley if he lost. But there's a lot of that, you know. Oh, Buckley versus Yoel Alvarez. Buckley versus Page. Do Michael Venom Page versus D-Rod. Give him a ranked fight, you know. Just, oh, you want your ranked fight? Here, one spot behind you at number 15. Oh, actually, that's 2 spots. Yeah, 2 spots behind him at number 15. I think that'd be good. You know, I don't think he deserves much of that anyways. I think he has to, if he wants to go to middleweight, beat a middleweight contender, and then beat Cannonier, and then I want to go back down. Okay. Here's Sam Patterson. Here's Daniel Rodriguez. There you go, buddy. There's what you wished for. And then if you win, let's give him... Or they could... No. I was going to say, or they could just give him Usman now. No. Yeah. Do that. And for unranked fighters... Who do we want to see Randy Brown fight? Who do we want to see Randy Brown fight? That's a good question. That's a good question. The loser of Yaroslav versus Yoel Alvarez. I know he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Oh! John McCaff. John McCaff, he fought this weekend. And he beat Themba Garumbo. He's on a 3-fight win streak. I thought that Garumbo fight was way too close for my liking. How do you sub Oban Elliott and then go to a split decision with Themba Garumbo? It's quite strange. Who knows? Do John McCaff versus Randy Brown. If he's really ready, he can beat a Randy Brown. You know? And oh, we didn't matchmake Bilal. If Bilal wins, oh, I thought about this. If he wins or if he wins or loses, do him versus Mike Mallet. That's a great fight. And if Bonfim loses, give him Kevin Holland. That'd be funny. Give Kevin Holland another unranked, like, top fight. No. Yeah, it'd be funny. I should just do that. Or do, like, him versus Yaroslav if he wins. Because that's like a... They're both kind of wrestlers. So I think that'd be a good fight right there. And any other ranked fighters? Neil Magny. No. Do Neil Magny versus John McCaff. Jake Matthews and Muslim Salikov. That's happening in China. Give her the winner to Randy Brown. I don't know if Muslim Salikov's really going to stay around, but give the winner of that fight to Randy Brown. That'd be a great fight. You can see the purpleness of my TV in my glasses. Yeah, those are some unranked fights. I think Dalby has a fight. He wins it. Neil Magny wins his next one. Do Neil Magny versus Dalby. That'd be a crafty vet fight right there. And yeah, that's my that's how you matchmake the division. So goodbye team, goodbye chat, goodbye bros.